As far as this tournament, how does Loyola win this game against Michigan?
You know, it's fascinating. Traditionally, the mid-major has to play small ball to beat the high major, right? They got to spread you out and shoot a bunch of threes. That's kind of how Michigan plays, actually, right? Look, I think it's really hard to guard Michigan in that they spread you out so much, and then you're so consumed the entire week about what they do offensively that you look, they're actually the best defensive team this year in the Big Ten. They're really, really good. But coaches, I think, by and large, they all come out to the Michigan game going, you know, we didn't worry enough about their defense. How are we going to score? And this is a Michigan team that could have been beaten by Houston. Yeah. I think what you have to do is they're better 5-as-1 than they are 1-on-5. And by that, I mean at both ends of the floor, Michigan's talent is not, Mo Wagner might be the only NBA player on this team. But outside of that, and they probably have a mismatch there against a freshman center who's more of a true big guy for Loyola. I think you have to do what Houston did, which was try and isolate their defenders. They're really good doing what's called loading to the ball. Villanova does that. You put the ball on the floor, everybody is around the basketball. They make you kick it out, and they got active hands. I think you got to spread them out. You have to turn the ball over side to side and find the weak link defensively and attack them individually. It's the same thing offensively. You have to make them beat you going one-on-one, not constantly playing scramble defensively where they penetrate in and kick out and you don't know who you got and they make a jump shot.
How big historically would this be if Loyola won the national title?
I think it would be massive. I kind of think at George Mason, because they probably shouldn't have been in the tournament, would have been bigger and taken down, Florida, who won 2 national championships. But remember, when Butler got to the national championship game, they were a preseason top 10 team with 2 NBA players. Preseason top 10, right? Clayton Custer couldn't play. He wasn't good enough to play at Iowa State, and he's the Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Year. And they probably should have been in as an at-large, but they wouldn't have been in as an at-large. I think you could, considering they won their first 3 games by 4 points, and they would beat John Beilein, and then either have to beat Nova, who won a championship 2 years ago, or beat Bill Self, where he won a championship. Bill Self has won, I think, 1 billion consecutive Big 12 titles.
Not officially a billion, but close to it.
I played in the Big 12. It feels that way. It feels like when Michigan, just right in Kansas as Big 12 champion until further notice. I think it would be the greatest upset in modern college basketball. I can't go back to the UTEP days or whatever.
Okay.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.